So here we are, the second day of my first ever coach holiday. And what do I think so far? Well, firstly, I knew we would have two drivers, but I didn't know if they would also act as holiday reps, or perhaps whether we would have one of these bouncy holiday reps full of themselves, talking all the time with a mixture of facts and cringe-worthy jokes. So the first good thing was we had no lively rep. The drivers adequately kept us informed in their own quite relaxed way. Secondly, I was worried that I might get frustrated with ditherers or have someone sat next to me who continually talked when I wanted to look out at the passing scenery. I needn't have worried. I was actually surprised how quiet the coach was. Often people had a little nap. There were no ditherers. In fact, everyone was really pleasant and friendly and relaxed. Plus, I had no one sitting next to me. However, on the downside, I personally felt that there weren't enough breaks in the journey. I found 3 to 4 hours sitting on and being joggled by a coach was a bit much. But I appreciate the need for the coach to travel to the destinations within a reasonable time. Anyway, back to today. Having got to bed about 11 last night, my alarm was set for 5:30 this morning. Today would be the longest stretch and an early start was required. We had 537 miles to cover, but I was looking forward to travelling through Switzerland. So today we cross most of the Grand Est region of France, passing through the wine regions of Champagne and Alsace, making our way towards the Jura Mountains, crossing into Switzerland over the Rhine on the outskirts of Basel, driving right across Switzerland through the Gotthard Tunnel and entering northern Italy near Como, and carrying on, bypassing Milan, to Cremona, where Antonio Stradivari made violins. I woke up to a view of Reims station from my bedroom window. Then around 7:30 we are ready to leave the hotel and make our way to the A4 motorway as the sun is rising. We're in the Champagne region and we pass lots of vineyards. The scenery gradually changed to arable countryside with crops such as sunflowers. The land becomes more undulating. Of course, we did encounter slight delays due to roadworks. but we carried on in a southeasterly direction towards the Jura Mountains, which we could see in the distance. The journey continued, and soon we approached the Maurice-Lemaire tunnel, 4.3 miles long, which took us from the Vosges to the Haut-Rhin département. Not long after that, we passed the Chateau de Haut-Königsbourg and on to the border between France and Switzerland, crossing the Rhine on the outskirts of Basel. Travelling south through Switzerland, we passed Sissac. And on to Sempacassi. Then Lake Lucerne. And the town of Stans, and more of Lake Lucerne.
This is Lake Lucerne now, Ireland.
working our way towards the Gotthard road tunnel. Having been held in the tunnel for almost an hour, we eventually see daylight again in the Ticino region of Switzerland. The queue on the other carriageway shows what happens when you close the tunnel. But we were now moving freely through the Swiss Alps. Crossing Lake Lugano. And on to Como, where we cross into Italy. From Lake Como, the landscape is much flatter as we pass the outskirts of Milan. And it's not long, as the sun is setting, we can spot the tower of our destination. And so we cross the River Po and arrive at our hotel in Cremona. I had another nighttime explore of the city. And so ends day 2, in what was probably the worst hotel of our holiday, but to be fair, it was adequate for a one-night stay.